What if I told you that rich people don't actually pay for luxury, not the cars, not the watches, not even their houses? In fact, some of them get it almost for free. And the craziest part? It's completely legal. When most people see luxury, they see success. A Lamborghini driving through the city, a Rolex shining under perfect lighting, a private jet waiting on the runway. It looks like money. But what you don't see is how it's actually paid for. Because the majority of people you see online are not rich. They're financed. Car payments, credit cards, loans. They're buying a lifestyle they can't afford. And slowly, that lifestyle starts owning them. Now let's talk about the rich, because they also buy luxury, but they play a completely different game. They don't use money the way you do. They use leverage. Here's a simple example. An average person wants a $200,000 car. They save for years, work harder, and finally pay cash. The moment they buy it, the money is gone, and the car starts losing value instantly. Now the rich, they don't think like that. Instead of spending $200,000, they invest that money, and let's say that investment returns 10% per year. That's $20,000 every single year. Now instead of paying cash for the car, they take a loan at maybe 3 or 5% interest. So what's happening? They're paying less in interest than what their money is making. So technically, the car is paying for itself. This is the part most people never understand. The richer you are, the cheaper luxury becomes. Because you're not buying things with your time. You're buying them with your assets, with your investments, with your systems. That's why a millionaire can buy a Ferrari and it barely affects their net worth. But an average person buys the same car and it destroys them financially. Same car, completely different impact. That's the hidden truth, and it gets even crazier. Because rich people don't just use loans, they use the system, businesses, tax deductions, write-offs. In some cases, that luxury car, it becomes a business expense. That watch, a branding tool, that trip on a private jet, a business meeting, and suddenly, what looks like spending becomes strategy. Now don't get it wrong. This isn't about cheating. It's about understanding the rules of money, because the system is built for those who know how to use it. Let's compare. Average person works for money, spends money, tries to look rich. Rich person uses money, multiplies money, doesn't need to prove anything. One is chasing status, the other is building freedom. And that's why most people stay stuck, because they focus on how things look instead of how money works. So next time you see luxury, don't be impressed too quickly, because what you're looking at might not be wealth, it might be debt, or it might be strategy. And that's the difference you need to understand, because once you do, everything changes. You stop trying to look rich, and you start learning how to become rich, for real.